walking here. I'm walking here.
Round 3, Ste Julie, man. We're back at Ste Julie, first time since 2012. Man, can you believe that? That's crazy here. But yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool to start up here and give you kind of a look around, but it's the wind has picked up, so it's a bit breezy. And of course, as always happens, Sunday late afternoon, sun comes out, weather's perfect for Monday at work, right? But here we are, we're at Ste Julie, just east of Montreal, not too far from Montreal at all. First time in, like I say, since 2012 for a national. They do other things during, like I know Jess Pettis gets to ride here. I know some photo shoots were done here, things like that. But man, we had a bunch of rain leading into this one. Amateur day was a bit of problems. I know they had to cancel second motos or first motos or something. They only did one moto anyway. This morning wasn't looking good. I'm not sure they had enough equipment on the track. We weren't sure what was going on. I see some stuff down there. But yeah, it was a little rough early going. Some people were a bit worried, but you know how it goes, man. The sun comes out, wind picks up, you get the track dries up, and it was actually very raceable, I think. First motos may have been a little bit more one line, but second one, a little bit of a delay starting just because of the weather and what the track looked like and everything. So we did have a delay. We were down to one qualifier kind of thing. But yeah, it was definitely more raceable in the second moto, so that was good. Crowd always good here in Quebec, man. It's we do have 2 rounds here. We're gonna go farther west from here for a bit, and then we're gonna come back to Deschambault, just outside of Quebec City, for our second Quebec stop. Man, that's if any province other than Ontario deserves a couple, it is certainly Quebec. So that's gonna be pretty cool to see that too, because we have the ECAN as well there. Let's talk about some of the racing here, though. There are some interesting stories. I think the first thing that started. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing my Allison Farms hat that they gave me out west. Jared Allison was here riding beside the Gopher Dunes rig. Talking to his brother, Brighton, I don't think we're going to see him anymore. They quickly ripped his suspension off. I think today might have done it for him, and he's might call it quits for the experiment coming around here. So let's get to the 250 class here. I just wanted to mention them because they are over there, and I am wearing the Allison Farms. Again, of course, thank you to Race Tech for getting behind the old Race Tech walk and talk here. Another one. We'll head over here to the internet. I see Al Dick over there. He loves the mud. We were talking beforehand. He wished it was. He looked for these kinds of days when he was racing. 250 class. A little bit. Dylan Walsh, man. Again, fit, ready to go again since his injury. Looked really good early in the first moto. All of a sudden he disappeared. He had some kind of a mechanical. I'm assuming it was a motor let go in the first one. They furiously changed that out to get him out there for the second moto. I made it about 4 laps, I think I heard. Brett Lee told me. And then there's some kind of, perhaps electrical, or something happened. Unfortunately, he was out of that one, so he didn't have a very good day at all. So tough one for Dylan Walsh. That's not going to help him in the championship, obviously. He's down there in 36th. Yeah, 37, 36. I'm really impressed. Oh, no, actually, this is the 2 Guadano brothers were both racing. Cool to see Alec Guadano. I haven't seen, I think this was his first one he lined up in. He's an intermediate rider. Had the pro plates on. I wish they had the yellow plate still, to be honest with you. I wish they still did that. But he was out there, looked pretty cool to see him. I know he had some troubles, but he ended up 34th overall. So not the kind of day he wanted or what he is capable of, but it was cool to see him out there. I thought that was of note to mention. Yeah, let's move on up here, up to, like I mentioned, Jared Allison. I say he's probably finished. He ended up 11th today with 11:13 motos. Sounds like he wasn't overly thrilled with that, so that's going to do it for him probably, like we said. Just ahead of him, Clayton Schmooky, man, solid. Guy's solid. He ended up alone in the first moto out there. Didn't really, he kind of ended up by himself, kind of went 9-10. He ended up rounding out that top 10. Nathan Germain, good to see him. We haven't, first we've seen him, he was down south training with Kevin Benoit there, the KTM guys and everything. He went 10-8. Yeah, so he looked good. He was 9th overall. Cole Pranger, man, Mr. Solid, man, rookie of the year, this kid so far. As we look at Cole Pranger, who went 8-9, good for him. 8th place overall. I'm impressed with what I see about him, from him. Wyatt Kerr is back from that broken kneecap. So Wyatt Kerr came out. He was in a really good battle in the first. Kind of, I don't know if he faded or not. Maybe we can kind of head that way to see how he felt. But look at this guy. We got Jerome. Look at that guy. Remember him? Yes, you do. Jerome, he's a working man now, unless Kevin's racing, and then he's here. And Kevin did take the win in the premix class today. He was dead last. He came back and actually won the thing. So we all knew he was the he was the speedy guy of the class, so good to see that. See him out, and good to see Jerome back too, so that was cool. Right ahead of Wyatt Kerr, Blake Davies. First moto, some smoke started coming out of the tailpipe, so that was a little bit scary. And at first I talked to Al about it, and he said they were going to run it second moto. Turns out they didn't. They actually did change the motor, totally stock motor. Basically, I think he was second or third in the start, so he was right up there. Big kid, he's like 6'5", 180 something pounds. Was able to put that stock motor up into the top 3. So what does that tell you? I'm not sure. But so yeah, 7.5 for him. Noah Viney, tough one emotionally for him. Hayden Zing was one of his best buddies for sure, so really tough for him to get through today. The first one, you could tell he was riding just kind of, man, he was just really had a good first moto. Second moto, he ended up going 4.7. He was in a pack in that second one. I think emotions maybe got the best of him. He wasn't himself for sure, but he ended up 5th overall. So good for him for toughing it out. Sebastien Racine had to come from the back, moving his way forward in the first one. The second one, really good moto, man. That second moto, he ended up 4th overall. He was 3rd in that second moto though. And man, 1, 2, 3. Kilroy, Dylan Rempel, who we got to talk about obviously. Dylan Rempel, and then Sebastien Racine in that one. So Sebastien ended up 4th, just a few points off 3rd place, which was Ryder McNabb. Ryder took a pretty big digger, and he's limping pretty good. He got a pretty good Charlie horse, he said. So he's in some pain. I just saw him over here in the pits. And look at this. Now we got the Allison.
Hi.
Andy White works for a company you may have heard of. I don't know. But look at here's the Allison boys. Okay, let's get confirmation. They're working away. These guys are hard workers, but confirmation, is this the last we're going to see of you?
This is the last.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm like, you know the movie Forrest Gump, where he's running, and he stops and he says, I think I'm gonna go home now. That's what I felt like today.
All right. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Look at my hat. Do you see my hat?
Thanks, Billy. Keep representing. Thank you.
It's the last time I get to do it with you here, so there you go. Well, it was a fun experiment.
It was. It was great.
Old man still got it.
Yeah.
I can say that. I'm way older than he is. All right, there's mentioned that, so there it is, confirmation. We're not going to see Jared Allison anymore. So anyway, Dylan Rempel, congratulations to him. I should go over here by the KTM rig and see if he's still walking around here and talk with him, because it was his first ever second place. Man, he is just, he's money off the starts. He gets great starts on that bike, and then man, I think mentally he thinks he can be there. Plus he's got the attention of all the KTM guys over here. He's got Kevin Benoit's influence. He's who Kevin still rides with him, so he can kind of, as Kevin said in our interview last week, that keeps him accountable and everything, right? So he can kind of actually ride with him. So it's really paying off. Dylan Rempel is looking really strong. He went 2-2 for second overall. First overall, Preston Kilroy, who was part of Kevin Tyler's first ever 1-1 day, 250, 450. Man, he was up on the stage, had a little chat up. Matthew Gervais gave him a little interview, and yeah, we had tears. We had tears from KT, so that was good to see. He was emotional. It was pretty cool. He was pretty pumped on that. So 1-1, Preston Kilroy starting to move away on the points here. He had 50 compared to Ryder McNabb's 38, so he picked up another chunk on him. So it's going to be tough, just like in the 450 class, which we'll move to now. Let's start down here in the bottom. What do I have checked off here? Oh, it's good to see Michael and Christopher De Silva. We haven't seen those guys yet this year. Good to see them. Local guys started up their own DRT motocross gear company. They're both repping that. Pretty bright, I'll tell you that. You couldn't miss them out there. What else we got here? Robbie Wageman showed up for to ride the electric bike, so that was pretty cool. He wasn't in the first moto. I don't know what he qualified overall. You have to check. That's obviously pretty easy to do, but I know he was 18th in Group A, and then I'm not sure what happened after B. But anyway, he wasn't in the first moto. Went out in the second moto. He was in some good battles. Some good battles there. But what did he end up? He ended up 19th in that one. But there was like a good group of 4 that he was with, so that was good to see. Speaking of good to see, how is Kourtney Lloyd doing with her Motocross of Nations stuff?
Hi William, we're doing good.
How'd it go today here in Quebec?
It was okay. It wasn't as big as sales in the West, but I'm going to challenge
even after I made that post.
Even after your post. I don't know how many followers you really have though.
I know, they're all bots. I bought them all.
Did you? They're all bots? No, it was good though. It was great of Stephanie from Gregoire Sport to come and help me, because the language thing is tough. So she also told me at the end of the day that 50-50 is actually different in French. So that could have been a big part of it, because I had 50-50 on the sign, but she said it's something else. I apologize. So she's going to make me a French 50-50 sign for Deschambault.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
all right, we're still going though, right?
We're still going. Aren't we? I hope so. We better talk to the boys, see if they want to go.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
See you, Kourtney. See you next week.
Bye.
All right, so yeah, Robbie Wageman, Heartbeat Hot Sauce out of Thunder Bay, Ontario. Heartbeat Hot Sauce is, that is. Yeah, so he ended up 21st overall with that 19th, scored some points. Let's move it up here. Alexandre Gougeon, he raced, he's the off-road guy, cross-country racer, races the FMSQ. Raced last week, the 2.5 hours in that super hot day at Gopher Dunes. He was back, try his hand at some motocross. He ended up 16th. Josh Boaz, hope I'm saying that right, hope it doesn't say Boaz, I think it says Boaz. And he's out of Minnesota. He ended up 12th. Good to see him. He, what do you have there? He was dead last in that second moto. Came up to 17th, so good to see that. Hey Ryder, would you talk to us? I know you're not too happy about things, but since you're right here and probably leaving. We got Ryder McNabb. He has a bit of a limp here. I just talked about it. Talked about your day here, buddy. Wasn't yours. How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good. Wasn't a good day. I'm not super happy, but I mean, it is what it is. We all have bad days, so yeah, we're gonna go back this week and just try and get back healthy. I didn't really ride much the last 3 weeks, so yeah, and just made some stupid mistakes out there. So yeah, we'll come back out at Gopher and come out swinging.
What are you dealing with on the off time? What were you dealing with?
Not really too sure yet.
Oh,
just trying to get some blood work done and just figure it out.
Okay, man. Well, sorry to hear that, buddy. We'll see you at Gopher Dunes.
Sounds good. See you guys.
Man. Thanks for chatting with us. Yep. Yeah, it's always tough when they have a bad day, and I didn't know he was dealing with something again. We know he had that heart issue that kind of took him out of action when he was down south racing, so that's tough to hear that he's having something else going on there. Oh. All right, what else we got? Sorry, it's a little breezy here, so I'm having a hard time with my sheet of paper. Preston Massiangelo was here. He's been trying to race a bunch of the AMA Nationals, so it was good to see him here on his 350. His bike, man, I think it was final lap in qualifying. Just poof, big puff. I guess I thought it was smoke, but it wasn't smoke. It was steam, and it just kind of burned him pretty good too. Yeah, he had. So we thought he was worried they fried the bike up. Didn't. They just ran it again. Out there on the 350, he went 12.9. He's trying to get into Redbud next week, so it'd be kind of cool to see if we could have someone, a Canadian, race Redbud on Saturday, Gopher Dunes Sunday. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that, but obviously Redbud is one of the busiest ones, and if he's not in yet, I'm not sure see if he can get in there. Maybe as an international guy he can do it, but we'll see. No, I'm good, thanks. At a rental.
You got your bike?
I'm gonna ride a Suron.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't make it on that track. Evan Stice up there. Sorry, Tanner Scott was 9th. He went 10-10. Solid day for him. Evan Stice, he always seems to end up on his own. He ended up alone out there. He was in a battle for a bit in the second one, I think. First one he was on his own. Hey, there's Alex. There, let's see. Oh, where's he going? You may not want to talk about it. We got to Alex Gougeon, who I was just talking about. Lars Van Berkel, he was closing in there. He went 7-7. He ended up 7th. But he was, man, I think he wanted a longer moto there. He was really starting to move in. Hey, can we talk to an off-road guy real quick?
Howdy.
Can we say hello to you?
Hello, guys.
How did it go? I was just talking that you raced the big cross-country. You're an FMSQ guy. How did it go? I know you've raced motocross. You've done a national here before. I've watched you at a national. How did it go today?
Yeah. Je vais le faire en français, je suis un peu plus à l'aise en français pour ceux qui comprennent le français.
Ok, j'ai pas un peu.
Good. Dans le fond, ça a été un petit peu plus compliqué que ce que je pensais aujourd'hui. J'ai bien qualifié ce matin, P7. Puis au final, le moto 1, ça a vraiment pas bien été. Là. Pour mon départ, j'ai fini 17. Deuxième moto, ça allait bien. J'étais P11. Puis j'ai fait 2 petites tombettes, je me suis ramassé 14-15. Puis c'est correct pour une première fin de semaine des mix. Il manque un peu d'heures des mix, mais c'est quand même pas si mal. On va se reprendre à Gopher next weekend.
Oh, Gopher?
Yeah.
Oh, good. You probably do well there.
Mm-hmm.
You do good in the sand.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well, good luck. Merci.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, I didn't catch what he said. I do speak some French, but not fluently like that. So if you speak French out there, hopefully you got that. Evan Stice, like I mentioned, Lars Van Berkel. Tanner Ward, man, Tanner Ward 3rd in the first one. Then the second one he was dead last. First lap he was dead last. At first for a bit I thought maybe he was gonna kind of cash in there and not put it forward, but push. But he did. He turned around, he pushed, ended up catching up to 11th, 3:11, put him in 6th. Obviously he's not gonna be too happy about that, but he showed he had the pace up there in that first one, running 3rd. Really good job on that. Quinn Amiot, man, Quinn Amiot and Daniel Elmore. Man, these guys had a great race. These guys went at it all day long. It was really good to see. Quinn made the pass in the second one to get him for the 4, beating a 5. So Quinn Amiot ended up 5th. Quinn went 8-4 for 5th, and then Daniel Elmore, he went 4-5 for 4th. So, man, good, really good battle. Good riding from Daniel Elmore. Good to see him up there. He looked really solid. Good to see that. And then ahead of that, we got into the podium now. Phil Nicoletti, he 5-3 for Phil, but he wasn't happy with the 5th, and he's obviously he always makes fun of himself for being old and washed up out there. But the top 2 guys, I mean, something's wrong with Dylan right now. He's obviously still hurting. Dylan was 50 seconds off first place. Jess Pettis, who went 1-1. Dylan went 2-2. Phil went 5-3. That's your podium. But then, so Jess got out like 50 seconds ahead of second, and then Dylan was 50 seconds ahead of third. So it was really spread out. It wasn't the greatest racing at the very front of the pack, but throughout the pack you could really see some good racing. Hopefully I got some video of that in the highlights, the recap, be able to see some of that good racing, because there was good racing throughout the pack. It just wasn't at the front. That's all. I'll tell you that much. So yeah, so that's about it. Now Jess Pettis is, as we talked to Dylan Wright last time at Cold Lake, he said I have to win out, and then that's all he can do, right? To catch Jess. And now that ship has sailed. So now it's Jess's to lose, right? Dylan's just got to be in there every race, and yeah, just keep in it and see if anything can happen. Anything can happen in moto. I'm gonna walk over here, see if I can get Cole Pranger. He's actually loading his bike, but this kid's impressing me, man. Honestly, I also never, over the years, I haven't talked to him enough. Cole Pranger, I'm gonna talk. Can we talk to you, buddy? I'm just talking about, man, you're in my books, you're looking at Rookie of the Year so far, buddy. You're doing well, man. Talk about how it went here today in Ste Julie.
Oh yeah, today had a not terrible start in the first moto. I was in like probably 25th, and then made my way up to 8th, so that was good. And then second moto got a really good start, it felt like, and then just kind of got into 9th and just stayed there the whole moto.
Okay. Yeah. How are you feeling though? You gotta be pretty happy with your riding.
Oh, I'm happy. I know I can be better than what I am. So.
Yeah. What are your starts like?
Well, so far, kind of like 50-50, I feel like, but yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, keep it up, man. Keep hammering, because you're making good improvements.
Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, Cole Pranger, like I was saying, man, he's fun to watch his improvement, man. Like I say, over the years, he's always been a kid to watch. We just haven't really chatted with him as much as maybe we should have over the years. Let's see who else we got. There's Tanner. He had, man, let's talk about that, because we did just talk about that comeback. I wasn't sure you were going to hammer down, but then you did in that second one, buddy. 3rd, 11th. Can you talk about how it went? I know you don't like that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the moto I rode good, I got 11th, and the moto I rode like shit, I got 3rd. So it's, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, there's not much to say. Just good starts today. Second moto got the whole shot, and Jess got by me, like he just cut up under me on the first turn, but I think I did cross the line first. But yeah, 3 corners in, I ended up in like a 50-foot ravine. So. Oh,
what happened? How'd that happen?
Just after the tunnel, you just go over like the kind of like off-camera corner, and I don't know, just hit ice, and felt like, yeah, tucked the front, and next thing you know, I was aiming for the ravine, and I had to ditch the bike, and yeah, I ended up like upside down in the rocks, and it took me so long to get it. So
because you got back going and it didn't look like you were pushing it. You weren't at first. You're kind of like, oh man, but then you turned it on.
Yeah, honestly, no. Like once I got on the track, like my first couple laps were all right, but I think what the hard part was is once I got to the people, like it was honestly the hardest track I've ever had to pass on. Okay. You go outside and you just met in the same line, and I never hit so many people in ruts than I did that moto. Like I got a gnarly welt on my shoulder from coming in and out of the corners, collided with somebody, and I don't know, it's just frustrating because I actually felt like I rode really well, but when I was struggling to pass 30th or 29th or whatever, I knew I was in for a long moto. So it is what it is. Like
those days make you appreciate the good ones, Ken.
Yeah,
how about
exactly.
that? There's the positive spin.
Yeah, for sure. It sucks. It's like it's a big wide track, but I don't know. I guess with the rain and everything, it just developed to be such a one-line track. And yeah, it's frustrating. I feel like they kind of messed up the track prep.
All right, well, good luck this week. We'll see you at Go for Dunes.
Thank you.
All right, we're walking by here. We got Sebastien Racine. Sebastien, man, you guys were all running exact same lap times that second moto. That must have been fun, but maybe frustrating. Take us through your day.
Oh no, I was just good. I mean, that's how I ride normally, so for me it was just riding normal. But yeah, I mean, just a decent day. Just old bike issues in the first moto and got a horrible start again because of that, and then kind of led to me trying to make passes, tipped over, made my way back up to 5th and just kind of couldn't get past. And second moto, bike was working really good, so pulled a good start, made my way to 3rd, and then put a charge on, got a little sketchy, turned it back, and then with the lappers it was hectic, where one guy was passing, then the lappers were getting in the way, and then I was gaining, and so we're all pretty close. But yeah, Dylan rode great, and
it seemed like you say, I think the lappers with those big ruts, that must have been a big thing. Who hit them when?
Yeah, especially that there wasn't many lines in the corners that they could get out of the way. Right. So a lot of times it was like Dylan would go, so they would let him by, but then they would cut across behind him, and I was there, so kind of get sketchy. But a couple times I almost crashed because of that. But no, it was pretty good. I mean, I'm happy with the second moto. We'll just continue on that and keep building to that.
Heading to Gopher Dunes, is that something you like?
Yeah, I'm excited for the sand. There's been too many hard pack rounds here. Need to get a couple sand rounds in.
All right, well, good job, Ben. See ya.
Thank you.
All right, I wonder where. Let's see if I can't find old Dylan Rempel here. Dylan Rempel, this guy, he's money on the starts. I think, like I said earlier in our little chat here, mentally, he's there, man. He thinks he can win. That's all it takes at this level. Dylan, man, you look great. Your first ever second overall.
Yeah, I had a good day today. First moto, I actually got a good start, I guess, but not the greatest, and made some quick passes. Got in a second and battled McNabb for a bit. He ended up getting me, but then making a mistake, so I got him back and finished second. And second moto, just pretty much second off the start and finished second. Yeah, for second overall, my first overall podium and second. So
awesome. No, I spoke with Kevin Benoit. It was his week for the Friday update and stuff, and he said that he rides with you, he trains with you. Mentally, you're getting better. Like, you just feel. Is that fair to say? Like, you just feel like you belong up there now? Yeah.
I've done lots of training, so there's no excuse why I shouldn't be. And my team's really solid, and they put 100% effort into me. So yeah, there's no reason why I shouldn't be. And
right, and it matters. Like, now you've done second, so every other start, no matter where you are, you'd be like, I should be up in battling for podiums. Like, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, so mentally, you're there.
Yep.
So what about heading to the sand at Gopher Dunes?
Yeah, I can't wait. I've been freaking waiting for the sand since the beginning of the season. It's like my local race, pretty much. That's all I ride is sand at home, and yeah, I can't wait.
So last time we were here, you'd have been in diapers, or were you even born yet? How did you look?
What time? What year?
2012.
Yeah, I would have been like 4 or something.
How did you like the track? Like the actual track? I know it got one line because of the rain. But...
It was good. It's a really fun track. Like, I rode here on Tuesday on the practice day, and it was super fun. Yeah, it was a little bit unfortunate with the rain, but for as much rain as they got, it still turned out really good. And yeah.
Right on, man. Well, cool. Have a good week, and we'll see you in the sand. Where sounds like you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, we got it was a day of firsts, and we have another first here. I did mention this already. Kevin Tyler, he got Matthew Gervais, called him up on stage to talk about it, whipped up a few tears. He says he's dry now, so we're not going to get that. But Kevin, tell us what today meant, and all those ones that happened today.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's been a hell of a start of the season, and as I just said before we started, you know, everybody works hard. You work hard every year, and it's been quite a few years since we've had a win, and we've been clicking them off this year, and it's crazy. I mean, you just want to enjoy the moment, because I mean, you don't know when the next, you don't know when the train's going to stop, and you don't know when the next one's going to be. So certainly trying to not to take them for granted. And yeah, I mean, we almost had the perfect day at Calgary, and Dylan ruined it with 2 corners to go. And I thanked him on the podium for ruining it with 2 corners to go, and he didn't even care. It was a little bit selfish of him that he ruined my day, and he didn't even care. And yeah, so to put it together today, I mean, it's, there's just so many things that can go wrong, or different or whatever, and to be able to win 4 motos, and then have Racine with a 5-3 and close to a podium for double podiums is it's cool. And there's so many. I mean, I get all the kudos and the FaceTime and whatever, but I mean, there's so many people behind this that yeah, I got a little teary. can't lie.
Well, this is a sport of highs and lows. That's for damn sure, man.
It really is.
And today was a high for you, man. So
it is. So I'm trying to enjoy it. You
Don't
know
get used to it, but enjoy it.
Exactly. Like that's what I said. Like, you know, you're trying not to be like cocky or, you know, whatever about it or nonchalant about it, but at the same time, like,
you guys are looking kind of unbeatable though now.
it's not. Don't say that. We're not looking unbeatable.
No
I mean,
such thing as a jinx.
There's
Don't
no
worry about it.
yeah. It's not even a jinx. It's just like, yeah. I mean, things are clicking right now. But as I said, like we've been working hard for years and things haven't clicked, you know. And yeah, things are clicking. It's awesome. I mean, obviously, just trying to enjoy the moment, I guess.
Well, all right, buddy. Well, you do that, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
All right. Kaylie has never enjoyed doing these, but she seems to be sitting around where I'm wandering, and I got her again. So we got Kaylie Kayer. Interesting track today. How'd it go for you today here at Ste Julie?
Yeah, it went really good. Actually, first moto got the whole shot, and then Jamie got around me and just kind of, actually I fell over on the first lap and fell back, and then got my way back up to second, and then just kind of rode from there, finished second. And then second moto, terrible start, and just made a few mistakes out there and kind of got stuck into fourth place. Just finished in fourth, but finished second overall, so it's good.
All right. How about this track? Obviously, you don't have a whole lot of history here, I'm guessing.
No, first time here. It's a really cool track. It just sucks if it's super muddy and one lined out there, but it definitely has a lot of potential.
Right. So you enjoyed it? You enjoyed the track, even though it was pretty muddy for you, certainly?
Yeah, I really like the track.
Okay. What? I know you guys are on the road. What are you going to do this week? We're heading to Gopher Dunes, so what do you do this week?
Oh, yeah, we're going to head to Dylan Rempel's and go ride there, and probably ride a day at Gopher, and then just get all the bikes ready.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for chatting with us again. I know you're always a sitting duck. You're always right. Every time I'm walking around, I find you. Have a good week. See you at Gopher Dunes. All right, this guy, I mean, I don't think Kevin Tyler liked it when I said looking kind of unbeatable right now, but he was closing in on another 1 minute win again. I don't know what's going on here. Jess, you're comfortable. You're looking good. You get your starts or money. Take us through what's going on here.
Yeah, it's been going good, but you know what? We gotta keep the head down, keep on grinding. These boys are going well too, so it was a good day today at the office. 1-1. Pretty happy about that. 2 weekends in a row of 1-1. So got some momentum going. Pretty confident. The bike feels really good, so I'm happy. I even made a few changes for Moto 2, and yeah, it was even better. So felt more comfortable. Even when we're winning, we can still be better as a rider, as a bike, everything. So yeah, good day. Okay, now I know you mentioned on the podium there that you do get to ride here sometimes. So you, I don't want to say an advantage, but I mean, you are familiar with the track even recently, so that's pretty cool to hear, right? You get to ride here? Yeah, for sure. I mean, Jill and these guys, they're pretty welcoming for me to come and ride. And honestly, there's a back track across the road. We ride there 90% of the time. There's too much effort to prep the big track.
Okay.
Too much money, water, and prepping. So they got a really cool track over there too that not a lot of people know about. But yeah, spin some laps here. Just things like knowing the jumps. Like it helps first lap of practice. Like even with it muddy, just hitting the jumps, knowing the angle and shit like that. So it helps. But honestly, like as Dylan and any guy knows, like on national day, say Gopher, like it's all different. So it's a different track. So
True.
You know the layout, but it formed up different than I've ever practiced it. And yeah, it was quite like chuck holey and like super hard, but with all the rain, at least it was a racetrack. Right. Now I guess I mean, looking at the numbers, it's looking pretty good for you. I know you can't let yourself think that, right? So you got to go into each one, just try to win. When you get out to those leads, I mean, like I say, Dylan kind of tried to go with you, but obviously he's dealing with some stuff, backed off, and like I say, you ended up with a 50-second lead. What are you thinking when you're out there? Yeah, it was good. I felt like my first 3-4 laps were like really solid and got like just that little buffer I needed, and then kind of settled in. The lappers were pretty brutal today because it was kind of one line too. So a few rough laps in the middle, and then yeah, I think Dylan, like one lap it was plus 17, and then it was like plus 15. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna turn it up a gear and hammer down. So I think I got it back to like plus 22, and then I was pretty confident with that. So nice, man. Well, you're looking good. Obviously everything's clicking for you. The bike looks like you're riding well and comfortable with it. Heading to Gopher Dunes, the sand track. Obviously I'm just trying to give us something to care. I mean, you're killing it. So it's Dylan's home track. I mean, what do you? Yeah, Dylan will be good there. But I feel like I've become more of a sand guy too. The last since coming from the West Coast back over to the East Coast, it's all sand in Quebec. So I actually really enjoy that. I'm looking forward to mixing it up, getting off hard pack, get back to some sandy tracks, and yeah, open up the throttle. Nice. All right, Jess. Thanks for chatting. We'll see you at Gopher. Sweet. Thanks, Billy. Oh yeah. Hey, I just got a question. Do I need a beer? All right. Hey, man, good racing today. Jamie Astudillo, the #1, is here. She took the win, but man, making it interesting. What do you like to be called? Cat, Katrine, Kitty?
It doesn't really matter as long as you don't say my name pretty bad, which...
Catherine?
So, yeah, I don't like that.
I know, I knew you wouldn't like that.
Kitty and Cat is good. I'm happy with that.
You are my favorite interview up there when you're talking. I love how you enunciate and you yell at. It's fun. It's
yeah.
fun to listen to.
It always bugs me when the girls go up there and they're not confident and they're kind of speaking not that loud, and people can't, especially in the West Coast, people couldn't really hear. So I always make sure that I'm speaking loud and everyone can hear, so we can bring a little bit more attention to the girls and people are excited to listen.
Nice. Well, I appreciate it. I like it. I think it's fun. And it's not only loudness, sometimes you say fun stuff too, so that's good. Now let's talk about today. It was good. You got Jamie out there battling. Talk about your day here.
Yeah, first moto was really rough. I had a pretty bad moto. I crashed like 4 times on the first lap and I was a minute back from the top 5, crossing the finish line after that first lap. I caught up to everyone when I was in 3rd, and then going into the last lap, over the tunnel jump, I kind of just landed sideways and it bucked me off really hard. Got back up, passed back into 3rd, but my gloves were muddy, my bike was muddy, my feet pegs were muddy. I didn't know what part of my bike was what, and I just tipped over 2 corners before the finish and got back to 5th. So I was pretty frustrated after that first moto. It was definitely a rough one, but you know, shook it off, tried to focus on what was coming. Second moto, locked in, had a pretty good start, and fell off Jamie's pace a little bit off the start, but I was close enough that when she crashed, I almost could have taken advantage, but it was kind of a risky scenario. Someone could have gone down, so I didn't really feel like taking that risk yet. And I just kind of stayed with her. The track was really one line, so it was hard to make a pass. I took a line trying to not follow her, and I just lost a lot of time, which I was frustrated about. So the track wasn't really, you couldn't really push on it to make passes and stuff. There was only one fast line, so kind of just rode her in, tried to salvage some points. You know, you can't win championships in the first race, you can only lose them, so I just did my best to get as many points as I could.
All right, does that make you feel like you can run with Jamie? Because I know you hadn't before and you were pretty happy the fact that you were able to pace with her.
Yeah, no, I'm super pumped. I had the fastest lap time by almost a second in the first moto, so I definitely know that I have the speed. I know that there's some tracks coming up that I'm pretty strong at, so I'm really excited to see where that can take me. And especially, I feel like I have a pretty good mindset coming into each moto, and just like saying that, you know, winning is always on the table no matter who's out there. Just gotta go out there and perform how I know how, and yeah.
All right, well, hey, congratulations. Good luck. You looking forward to the next ones?
Oh yeah, I'm super excited. I love being out east.
All right, well, thanks for the chat and good luck with the rest of them.
Thank you.
Let's have a look. Look at all these Fergusons. Oh, they're not that many. Where'd they all go? We're down several Fergusons. We're down several Fergusons. All right, yeah, I'm not wearing a hat all of a sudden. I know it fell off. But all right, we're heading over here. We had, man, good day by this guy. He's also from coolest town in Canada with the coolest name in Canada, Revelstoke. We got Liam Dodds. Liam, man, talk about your day, dude. You had a good one.
Yeah, it was pretty good. The qualifying, it was muddy, so like qualifying wasn't that good today. But Moto 1, I had a decent, like not the best start, but worked my way up through the pack and ended up 15th in the first one. And then Moto 2 was way better, had a way better start, and then made my way, me and Zach were battling actually for 11th there, and then ended up 12th in that one. So yeah, it was pretty good. But
nice, man. You're obviously, you haven't been a pro for very long. What a race like that, was it the track? Was it what agreed with you? What, did you just feel good? Are you progressing? What do you think?
Yeah.
You're getting taller, I know that.
Yeah, I'm getting taller for sure. the bike's been working well. Paul from LRX has built the bike this year, and
Paul's busy.
Yeah, he is. And it's been working good. Starts have been better, and then I just feel all around better this year. Hoping to crack the top 10 hopefully and go for it in the next one here.
Oh, you like the sand?
Yeah, I love it. We have a little sand track like in a gravel pit back in Revelstoke. That's pretty fun. So yeah.
Nice, well, congratulations. How'd you like this? Was the track fun? I know it's pretty ruddy. I just rode it on my bicycle. It's pretty ruddy.
Yeah, once it dried out and stuff, like honestly the track layout's pretty sick. Nice. Like it was a little one line in the first moto, but Moto 2 was better. And then if the rain wasn't as bad as yesterday, it would have been awesome. But yeah, I had a lot of fun on the track, but yeah.
Nice, man. Well, congrats. You look good out there. And like you say, you're looking forward to the sand. So we look forward to that at Gopher Dunes.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, well, I got to tell you, it's great to be back at Ste Julie. Great to be back for another race in Quebec, like I said at the start of this. Yeah, I don't know. I think we kind of covered everything. Unless I bump into someone on the way out of here, I want to thank Race Tech. We'll head over to the rental car. By the way, the direct motocross van is dead. Man, tough one. So I've got a new van I got to pick up tomorrow. Rental car here, and I want to bit of a nightmare weekend for me as well, but new van. So anyway, yeah, we're heading back to southwestern Ontario to the sand track at Gopher Dunes. It's also Redbud Saturday, Gopher Dunes Sunday. So if you're watching this and you're in to Redbud, think about the 6-hour drive north and head on up to Gopher Dunes, ride some sand. And you know what? Before we go, I got to talk to this guy because he killed it today. He was in the mix. We got Daniel Elmore. I was trying to just sign off here, but I see you there.
Oh, yeah. How's it going?
Good day, man. That was fun. You're in battles both.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
How'd it go, man? Let's talk about the track, talk about the battle you're in.
Dude, the track was gnarly right from the get-go. The qualifying session was, honestly, the only way to get a good time was just twist the throttle, hope for the best. I got 6th in qualifying, so that set me up pretty good. And first moto, I was running 4th behind Tanner for 5 laps. I went down, dropped 15 seconds back, caught him, passed him, and then with 2 laps to go, Blapper decided he wanted to race me.
Oh no.
Got 3 blue flags, hit me a few times, and then Tanner got around me, and then he cut in and hit me again.
Oh no.
So that kind of hurts, because where I'm at, I don't get that opportunity very often.
Right.
But it is what it is. I can't dwell on that. It happens.
Right.
Oh, I want to use other words, but polite.
Yeah, it shouldn't happen, but it does.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I was optimistic about getting an overall podium, but Phil went 5-3. There's not much I could do about it.
After seeing his 5th in the first one, you're thinking maybe.
Yeah, so I went 4-5. If that didn't happen in the first moto, I probably would have given it a little extra to hold off Quinn, but knowing that I wasn't going to get the podium anyways, and I was getting kind of sketchy out there, I decided to let him go.
Yeah,
so,
you guys were like wheel to wheel for like a whole
moto.
motor.
And I was tired. With the quick turnaround from the condensed schedule, I didn't get any food in me between motos.
Both getting hit by bugs here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I was tired about halfway through.
Does a race like that, I mean, you know you're fast, but does a race like that tell you can do it more often? Like, does that give you a positive?
I think so. Yeah. Because I mean, today, honestly, I don't want to say it came effortlessly, but it felt good. Like, I wasn't pushing super hard, and I was still catching guys that I haven't competed with really in my life before.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a good feeling, and just try and carry it in next weekend. I know it's a full-on sand track, but I'll see what I can do.
Nice. Well, congrats, man. You look good out there, and it was fun to watch because there were no battles at the very front.
Yeah,
your battles were fun to watch.
I heard it got a lot of TV time, so that's cool.
Oh, good,
yeah.
good. All right, man. We'll see. Have a good week. See you, Gopher.
Thank you. You too.
All right, there. I know we're trying to sign off. We saw Daniel there, and man, he had a great performance. Looked great out there. So yeah, congratulations to him. Like I said, thanks to Race Tech. And we're going to sign off here. We're going to drive back to Ottawa, and then we're going to pick up oh boy, should we grab this guy too? Another tough one for this guy. I mentioned it earlier talking about him. Let's hear it from him. We got Sam Gaynor here. Bit of a weird one, scary one off the start, and then obviously something happened.
Yeah, it was, honestly, it was a really weird day. Qualifying was horrible. Qualified 23rd. Never qualified that bad.
Why'd you qualify 23rd?
Yeah, honestly, I just couldn't feel the flow of it. Okay. The grabbiness of the track really made my wrist hurt a lot. It always does better in sand, but when it's grabby and ruddy, it's not great. But anyways, qualified terrible, and then first moto I actually rode pretty good. Passed up into 9th or 8th or something, and then had a pretty good crash down the one hill. Picked myself back up, got up to 11th, and then second moto, yeah, first turn crash, just came in too hot, hit the back of another rider, and then I was stuck under my bike and my exhaust was
right
burnt.
After that sketchy mud puddle too.
Yeah,
that was pretty sketchy there.
Yeah, and burned my arm. The exhaust was burning my arm, and then picked it up, and then 2 laps later my rad cap blew off, and it was too early in the moto to keep going. If it was at the end of the moto, I would have pushed the bike and pushed it to the end, but I knew that there was no chance the bike was going to make it, so just come back to the pit and get ready for next week.
All right, Sam, well, that was a tough one, man. It was tough to see you kind of trapped under your bike there in that first turn for a couple seconds anyway. That was
yeah, it wasn't a comfortable feeling, but it is what it is.
All right, well, good luck. Rest up, buddy. We'll see you at Gopher Dunes.
Thank you. See you there.
Okay, we're really going to finish this now. Well, yeah, thanks to, that was just an interesting one. The crash obviously loosened off the rad cap, something like so. Yeah, that's a tough one for Sam. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Ste Julie for treating us so well. Great to be back for a second round in Quebec. And we got a week now. We'll see you at Gopher Dunes.